One of the questions I get asked a lot when I'm doing training, and I'm conscious of when I'm actually doing a one-to-one session, is people would say, how do I start a session? For me, what I do is, once I've introduced myself, and if they're coming back for the second session, that's fine. They'll know me. I'll not need to spend time doing that. I try to get the person tapping as soon as possible. I would say to them, do you really care about how you feel? Do you really care about how you think? Would you like to learn and maintain this level of calmness? Learn ways to calm down? Yes, let's go. Let's just even tap on the collarbone point, you could say. Okay, so what would you like to get out of this session today? What outcome would you like to have? Something you want to think about when you're asking the person is one of the most important questions. How would you like to feel at the end of this session? Write it down. Another thing I would say to people is, imagine there's a big projector screen. You know, the drive-in movies you used to see way back in the 50s and 60s, and I think they actually still have them to this day. Imagine parking your car there and looking up at this massive screen, and on that screen is confidence, is vitality, is energy, is freedom, is health, is peace of mind. Whatever it is, imagine it's up there in big letters on that screen. What is standing in the way of that screen? Ask the person. What do you mean? Well, if you could have all of that that's on that screen, the perfect day, just running the way it should do, feeling really good, how would you like to feel emotionally? How would you like to physically feel? And it's 10 out of 10 really good feelings. What or who is standing in that way of that screen? What's blocking your screen? Another thing I do is I say to the person, if you had confidence in big letters all the way across that, or peace of mind all the way across that screen, who, what person, or what event is casting a shadow across it? In other words, what's getting in the way of you having that perfect feeling or really good day or confidence or self-esteem, self-worth, whatever it is, what's blocking it? And that's what you go and tap on. But if you don't want to go that far and you're not maybe visual, or the person's not visual, ask them the simple questions. What would you like to get out of this session today? And or how would you like to feel? That's your barometer, that's your guide, your benchmark. What's stopping you there? What's stopping you from feeling that? The two easy ways in are the questions to ask. How are you currently feeling in your body? Is there any tension in your body? Is there anything at all? Especially if they say, I don't know. Just say, okay, go with me. Just tap in here on the points. Get them to tap on the points and get them to tune into their body. What are you feeling in your body as you sit with me here today? The other question obviously is, what emotions are you feeling? Are you feeling sad? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling lethargic? Whatever it is, that then leads you in. So the two questions, what do you physically feel? What do you emotionally feel? Add those to the first question, what do you want to get out of the session? And how would you like to feel at the end of the session? That leads you into general tapping and talking, and you bring your own words in. Another very important phrase I say to people is, I'm going to just help you along here, and let's get this language going. Let's get this tapping going. Let's get the voice here for your feelings, for your physical and emotional feelings. Let's just get moving on this. Let's go. I would really like the words to come from you, but if you feel you can't give them to me at the moment, or I might fill in the gaps, I'll add in my own words. But if I add in words that don't make sense to you, they'll go straight over your head. This is just to get it flowing. Let's go. Even though I'm sitting here today and I really don't know how I feel, how good would it be for me to start to lift my energy? Even though I'm sitting here today and I don't know how I feel, whatever, feeling a bit off, right here, right now, I'm safe, and I'm going to learn a new technique to try and turn that around. Just go with it. I don't know how I feel, I haven't a clue how I feel, but you will get the person to actually open up. So, what do you want out of the session? How would you like to feel at the end of the session? The next questions, what are you feeling in your body? Any tension? Any physical sensations? How are you feeling emotionally? You could add in, what are you saying to yourself? What's your self-talk? Go with it. See where that takes you. That will take you to the tap and talk. Remember in the other video, check that one out for tap and talk. In another video, I'm going to show you how you specifically deal with an event. Because as I've said before, if you do all of this tap and talk, the anger in the chest, the butterflies in the stomach, the tension in the neck and shoulders, the frustration in our head, whatever it might be, when you tap those all down, you may get them all down to zero. But if you get stuck and the person will not or cannot lower that intensity, ask them, when's the last time you felt like this? When's the last time you felt anxious? When's the first time you felt anxious? Does this physical feeling, does this emotion, this anger, remind you of any other times in the past when you felt that way? And what they will say more often than not is, yes, I can remember when, and then that's an event. And I'll show you in another video how you deal with the events.